Welcome back. You're here with us on NDTV Profit. Now, staying with the earnings, let's talk about Cholamandalam Investment and Finance, which also came out with its third quarter numbers, and the numbers looked pretty strong if you compare it on a yearly basis. Profit was higher by 25%. The stock opened much higher today. It's still managing to be in the green, but it has given off some of the gains, about 680 odd rupees per share, where it had opened earlier. Total income jumped by almost 9% at 1,060 crore rupees. To discuss the earnings with us, we have right now Mr. Rohit Phadke, President and Business Head, Corporate Finance and Home Equity and Home Loans. Thank you very much, Mr. Phadke, for being with us here on NDTV Profit. Good to have you on the show today. So the quarter has been good for the company. Can you tell us where did you really see the growth really coming in from, particularly?
We've grown our disbursements by 38% and our profits by 31% year on year. And our growth has come from vehicle finance disbursements, which were up 42%. We see a pickup in the medium and heavy commercial vehicles. Also, our focus on the used vehicle business has paid us rich dividends. So the growth coming in from pickup in the vehicle finance market, strong growth there.
Okay. We also understand that your board has given an approval to raise about 6,700 crore rupees. Is it for the payment bank project that you will now be slowly and gradually shifting to? And what's the time frame to raise funds and transition to a payment bank?
Yeah, board has given an approval for an investment of 75 crores to be made in the payments bank. We are quite bullish on the payments bank. And payments bank is something where work is going on. It's too early to discuss detailed plans, but we are quite bullish on it, and we're working on it as 18 months time frame. And we do feel that this will be a big initiative for us.
Right. So what is this fundraising of 6,700 that the board has given approval for? What is this going to be for?
So, see, our capital adequacy ratio is 20%. So I don't think so. Whatever the board has given is probably for a normal debt raising. It is not given for equity, because we are full up on the equity. We are at 20%, and I don't think we'll need to raise further equity immediately.
Oh, that's fair. Even if it is from debentures or from it's a debt instrument, what do you need the money for? What kind of pickup are you expecting in credit growth?
Further expansion in business. We plan to increase about 100 branches next year, and we plan to grow both our vehicle finance and home equity disbursements. Further to that, we have a lot of new products lined up in the SME segment. So obviously, for business as usual, we will need the kind of money that we need to raise.
All right. Can you tell us, some of your expenses were higher, especially your employee expenses, and what's been the trajectory of the finance costs, and the employee expenses, is this a one-time?
See, if you look at our operating expenses, it was the ratio was the same at about 3.57%. But if you take away the one-time provisioning for the amendment in the Bonus Act, we would have been at 3.36%. So on operating expense front, we were lower if you take out the one-time provisioning, or we were flat if you take that one-time provisioning into consideration. As far as the NIM is concerned, our NIM was higher by 17%, and that is partly because of the reduction in cost, right? And that has also helped us to a great extent in bettering our operating expense leverage.
Right. And going ahead, can you tell us the distribution business that you have? For the distribution business, are you upping the sales and marketing efforts? How much investments will you make there?
Yeah, distribution business is primarily aimed at our existing customers, whom we cater wealth management products to them. The payment bank is housed in this subsidiary. So going forward, obviously, we will see some investments in this subsidiary.
Right. And this acquisition of White Data Systems, is this complete? When will the benefits start accruing to you?
See, these acquisitions like White Data Systems are acquisitions that we are making because they have a synergy with our vehicle finance business. You will not see immediate returns from these investments, but we look at a, say, 3 to 4 year time frame where we can use the synergies of these new startups for our existing businesses.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Phadke, for speaking with us at NDTV Profit and giving us the details of the earnings posted by Cholamandalam Investments. So, a good quarter coming in, and NIMs up 17%, and they are quite bullish about growth coming in. They're hopeful about the payment banking business as well. Let's pull up the stock of Blue Star for you. Blue Star also came out with the third quarter earnings. The profits were down 23% at 4.8 crore rupees on a year-on-year basis, compared with 6.3 crore rupees in the same period